Well, so let's start the news and bring you a recall of what transpired at the Emil Short Commission of Inquiry. And we'll bring you a recap of Day 11 proceedings. And Inspector General of Police, David Asantia Pietu, has revealed to the Commission the police are facing some resistance with their investigations into the violence that broke out on the day of the Ayawaso West Wogon by-election. He says the investigators, as a result of so far being unable to interrogate his own men attached to the National Security Secretariat who were deployed on the day of the event. Also appearing before the commission was Double, the national security operative whose name has come up a few times already at the commission as a former member of the pro-MPP militia group. Well, Bright Akomia, as is known, however, denied ever being a member of the group, but a former phone dealer who was drafted into the national security setup after 3 weeks training. There's more in the following report.
I saw Double also point his AK-47 and attempt to fire. The gun jammed. I saw him clear his chamber, reload the gun, and fire several rounds from his AK-47.
Bright Akomia, however, denied ever being a member of the pro-MPP militia group. He explained how, as a phone retailer, he took advantage of an opportunity to be recruited as an operative.
Mobile phones or Circle.
I was selling mobile phones at Circle.
Because vetting, yes, I taking me fingerprint, yes,
I went for vetting and I was my fingerprints were taken as well.
Because I was tried for 3 weeks.
Yes, I was trained at a supari for 3 weeks.
He rather accused the Ningo Prampram MP of instigating the violence that marred the by-election.
I was search be uncle so hot, or be an intimate search or I say, and a man Crawford also started as a or be a search be a nothing that done it did.
He told them that there was not going to be any search, so the people got agitated as well.
The number of gunshots fired by the SWAT unit remains a mystery. National Security Minister Kandapad provided some answers when he appeared before the commission on day 1.
Our boys then gave some 6 warning shots.
But Double, a member of the SWAT team, could not account for the number of shots attributed to them.
Now, how many warning shots were fired by your people?
Pacho and they meant to make.
I cannot tell the commission.
Double insisted the agitating crowd fired some more shots in response to their warning shots. National Security Minister Kandapad also told the commission the men were deployed to assess intelligence that pointed to stockpiling of arms at the residence of the NDC's parliamentary candidate. The National Security Operative, however, told the commission they had no intention of entering any house.
No, we did not say that we were going to the house.
The police service, which has its leadership participate in National Security Council meetings, were in charge of security on the election day. The IGP, however, says he was unaware of the deployment of the SWAT unit.
I also did not know about this operation, so I side with them.
He told the commission it would have been more appropriate for the police service to have been informed of the national security operation. He said the police was currently investigating its men who were part of the national security SWAT team that had been accused of brutalizing residents of Labaoleshi.
And the national security operative, Bright Akomia, who was accused of firing multiple shots during the by-election violence, on Tuesday also told the commission how he's been of assistance to the Member of Parliament for Ningo Prampram, Sam George, by bending the law for him a couple of times.
Mr. Zuguba, Yama,
So we told the people to alight in the car, those who were in the car, to alight.
TB started about search a warm mechanium.
So we started to search the car.
Someone you started say a search na Honorable Sam George a baby draw.
So when we started the search, that's when Mr. Honorable Sam George got there.
Tama no ma ene de tama e ka se be bo search no. Omo complain na omo nyina ati ase a say enye search no.
Before he got there, they agreed that we would search the car.
Nti obedu opepepe na obisa se odu opepepe start here adena mo intimidate me microphone sa nti no shout.
When he got there, he started shouting and asking why they are intimidating his people.
And me so na minimum no me de minimum on do name me nti me approach no so ya maba pala me approach na mka den se ona bo twe ho na nipa ne do so ha anya no bi dia dia bonto do nya ye search ke anya hwe.
So I told him that I knew him, but he didn't know me. So I told him that he should get away from the place so that we could do the search.
Ono se search bi ankoso ho obi antime nya search ho se na ma microphone no so start here se obi anya search bi anti na fe da dane dede.
He told them that there was not going to be any search, so the people got agitated as well.
In fact, na ene nya na fe de nipa na ene o mukasa boko na fe de aye manya yimfi onko mumfi onko obi afi anko.
So the people told us to get away from there since Mr. Honorable Sam George told them that there was not going to be.
What took you to the area of the incident?
Ipacho sene midi kakaya no. Tamwa na Mr. Azugun mo directed traffic no. Wama obiya nsi form. Yeah, and you're watching the na etetika nim. Enti
when Mr. Azugu was directing the traffic, nobody got down from the car.
Enti be akra no na yehu motorbikes nkrofo so mi no ne mensa motorbikes be 10 to 15.
Away from the proceedings of the commission, the majority leader, Oseche Mensah-Bonsu, has promised Parliament will set up a committee to investigate record failures at the Ghana School of Law after apparently students petitioned the House over the subject. It follows the failure of more than 80% of students who sat for the final year law school examinations last year, who, as a result, will be unable to graduate. Student Representative Council President Emmanuel Owusu-Amwam says the issue requires urgent attention. Already, the minority leader, Haruna Idrisu, is also calling for a general reform of legal education in Ghana.
There are a lot of issues. That's why you've put everything in our petition. There are a lot of issues. I mentioned that there are even cases where some questions even fall out of the manuals. And we want all these issues addressed. And that's why we are here.
We need to rethink legal education in Ghana. And therefore, we should have a national conversation on legal education and its future, reviewing and assessing the past and see the extent to which we can improve legal education and expand access to legal education. So we need to overhaul legal education and we need to review the Ghana legal education, even the act that constitutes that school and General Legal Council and other. I think that Parliament must take a look at it.
But in the short term, which is actually, I guess, their expectation,
no,
we'll consult
with the Speaker for a committee to look into the matter and delve into the content of the petition as soon as practicable.
A philanthropist and an entrepreneur, Ernest Domi, has donated 25,000 Ghana cedis to families of 5 children with cerebral palsy, featured in the JoyNews Hotline documentary Bond Special, which was produced by Beryl Ernestina Richter. Mr. Domi was touched by the plight of the children, whose stories were told in the JoyNews documentary, which was aired in January. Beryl Ernestina Richter was at the presentation on Tuesday and filed the following report.
The parents of children living with cerebral palsy who were featured in JoyNews Hotline documentary Born Special, produced by Beryl Ernestina Richter, have received some financial support. An entrepreneur, Ernest Domi, who celebrates his birthday today, decided to demonstrate this kind gesture to these children with special needs. He gave 5,000 cedis to each of the 5 families featured in the documentary during a brief ceremony at the Jolu Special School. Speaking after the presentation, the philanthropist entreated government and individuals to support children with special needs.
I was in Rwanda, Liberia. I went for a second meeting and I wanted to watch JoyNews autism. So when I turned it down, that was what was so I saw it, I was like, what? Somebody walking from the back. Quickly I pick up my phone. So I call Elton of Joy FM. I said, Elton, dear, that's all I'm saying. So this is, so I said, no, I want to help. Whatever I decided to give to the person I saw in ESEP, before I got to know that there were other people in the documentary, I wanted to give 10,000 to the one I saw in the ESEP, the guy who was working with the bike. So that's I decided, okay, fine, let me reorganize myself. And I said, okay, 5,000 for each of the family of the 5 that you featured. I think it will be on a fair ground from my side. I'm appealing. They should just have a policy for children with special needs. And I want to hashtag it, Obanzi, children with special needs. These children are people that government should be running after them to sort them out.
The parents were filled with immense gratitude. They could not hide that joy. Here is Mavis, one of the parents.
We are so grateful for what you have done for us. In fact, this is beyond our imagination. God bless you abundantly and make you great. It is our prayer that God replenish your time, money, and everything.
One of the mothers, Comforts Lai, promised to put the money received to good use. God should bless Mr. Ernest Domi. My prayer every day has been for God to give me money to start a business because I've always been afraid of taking a loan. And today, God has answered my prayer. I am overwhelmed with gratitude. I'm going to use this money to restart my corn mill business. God should grant him good health. Is a setting. These are the mothers braving the odds for their children with special needs, and they need the state support.
Well, a big thank you to Ernest Domi, and he's also having an alliance called Obanzi, and we have to thank you, Obanzi. And that'll be it for the latest news update.